Oh, jeez. Hopefully he's cool. It's dressed like him. Woo. Woo. Take care. Woo. Oh boy. Oh.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you some more, just for the heck of it.
Sure.
I think we can do this safely. I'll keep an eye on my mirrors.
I'll scoot over because you got one coming.
Yeah. So you did say Maryland, huh?
Yes, sir.
So is that near Washington, D.C.?
Yes, sir. It's a little bit south.
Yeah, I've been to Washington, D.C. Years ago when I was in college, you know.
Oh, nice.
Just go there to see the monuments and stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm 75 years old. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Yeah, you can handle a bicycle. I can't do it anymore. At least long distances.
It does. It's rough on your knees. Even my knees these days are just like, woo!
Yeah.
Especially trying to do 70 miles.
Now, I'm thinking Washington, D.C. has got some nice bike trails just around the city.
Oh, yeah. They got the C&O Rail Trail was the one I took coming out of it to come here. Takes you all up through Washington, D.C., kind of a little bit into West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. But a lot of people use it to travel to and from work in the city.
Yeah, I'm thinking rails to trails.
Mm-hmm.
And from what you remember, was it paved? Or was it gravel?
It's paved in some places. I don't think it's gravel, but there's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, I'm just shooting the breeze with you.
What's your name, by the way, sir?
My name is Bruce Waters. What's your name?
My name is Robert Lipscomb. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Over the years, I've lived here in Kansas 25 years, and it seems like whenever I'm on this road in the summertime, I do see somebody from another country. Germany, other places in Europe, so forth.
I was back in Bueller at the they have a little kind of coffee and cafe bar over there that's really nice, and they were telling me about all the people they see traveling the Trans-America Trail here.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was that big myself, but they had a book where all the bikers kind of write their stuff in.
Huh?
Yeah. And it dated all the way back to 05, and I'm like, dang, I was just 11.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty cool that a bicycle route exists like this. I traveled a little bit on old Route 66 too.
Oh, okay. Let's see, we're going 9 miles an hour. Is that about the pace you go? Or do you go slowly?
I didn't know I was going that fast, to be honest.
Yeah.
9 feels pretty good to me.
It says 9 miles are going uphill right here.
When I started, I had only done 6 miles in one day.
Oh, and then you were tapped out, huh?
Yeah, no, that's my practice.
Oh,
I had only 6 miles in one day before I even came out to do this bike tour. And so the first day I went out, I did 36 miles for the first time. And I've been averaging about probably 37 miles since, but it was a big jump that first week going from 6 miles to 40 or so miles.
Yeah, okay.
And so now that I've got good weather in Kansas, I've been trying to do 70, which was my kind of personal best before that. Now I want to hit 100 one of these days, but not today, not quite yet.
You gotta be in shape, I guess. You gotta be acclimated to it, or whatever the correct word is, you know?
Yeah. And
also, I've been a carpenter all my working life. What trade did you go into? Or what,
I do upholstery.
Upholstery?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Dining room bottoms, chairs, sofas, love seats, some car chairs every now and then, and I do custom stuff. So if you think about like Disney, where you see those people wearing those like Donald Duck and Goofy costumes, they're kind of like
You make those from scratch?
I can make those from scratch, yeah.
How did you get into that? The upholstery part.
So my dad did upholstery for probably his whole maybe 30-40 years.
Yeah, my dad was a carpenter.
And so I kind of grew up with it and kind of learned the business with him.
Yeah, just by being in the shop.
Yeah. And he had at most maybe 3 people working for him, but mostly he did stuff by himself. And by the time he wanted to retire, he was like, either you do it or nobody does it, because we specialize in plastic slipcovers. And so
oh yeah, I hear you.
and so I was like,
it's a beautiful thing.
The phone kept ringing a little bit, and I took some of the calls, and I just love seeing the smiles on people's faces whenever you finish their work. And it, you know, it's good, and they're like, yeah, thank you so much. Uh-huh.
The plastic on it, yeah. Keep it nice.
Absolutely.
And easy to clean, I guess.
Oh yeah.
If necessary.
You know, because sometimes people want to buy really expensive dining room sets. Sometimes dining room sets are like $12,000, $18,000, and then your kids might come back one day playing soccer and now there's mud all over it. I just want to make sure that your investment is there for you for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Plus, you know, sometimes people have dogs and you don't want your dog to kick their leg up on your new furniture. It's like, oh, I just bought it, come on. But trying to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen.
Okay, so I noticed you got a camera. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of people having a dash cam, and they film they'll film just about every road in America, every highway, you know, even the interstate. And I would spend hours in front of YouTube watching people's traveling videos. So you're going to have a good record to show your grandkids or to...
I do have some video, but I don't have this is a little GoPro. It's not quite a dash cam, so it can't record that long. But I do, my friends chipped in kind of like $5 each to let me buy this. Because I was just going to come out here and do this by myself, and they were like, nah, you should videotape it. So I do have a little small YouTube channel. It's under my name. It's just Robert Lipscomb, or Rob's Adventures, if you happen to be able to find it, where I do put my videos up from all the people I've met and, you know, some of the places I've enjoyed and some of the food that I've eaten on this journey so far.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is like the first week of September. When did you leave the East Coast?
July 7th.
Okay, so July and August, and you've been on the road 2 months.
Yep, just about.
And like, are you like camping in a cornfield when you want to, or do you stay in hotels all the time?
So last night I stayed in Bueller. I try to find like a nice place with a roof. So like sometimes I can find a gazebo, or in Bueller it has, you know, there's like a nice little place with a roof with some plug sockets just like past the main street, and so I stayed there last night. Sometimes I have to break out the tent and camp, and you know, when I get down here after this 70-mile day, I'm looking for a cheap motel personally. So I've done a little bit of everything, but I haven't camped in a cornfield yet.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. And if you got a rain day or something.
Oh yeah. Like yesterday, those big dark clouds came in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Back east, yeah.
I was just outside of it in Bueller, but one of the guys that came in the cafe, he was talking about how the golf ball size hail hit his car.
That's what I heard in the morning news. Yeah, we just missed it right around here, and obviously Bueller missed it. Too close for comfort for you.
Oh, definitely. He was talking about how he's got to put his insurance claim in. I didn't get a chance to get up and go look at it, but it sounded pretty bad. I was like, whoo!
Yeah, big hail. I did not see it from my backyard, but I just did. You know, they interrupt the radio show if there's weather nearby.
Oh, gotcha. My phone was just going off. It was saying lightning strikes nearby all last night. Yeah. And I was like, whoo.
That would be bad news. Well, my turn. my turn is probably up here by that bank of trees. So that's where I'm gonna head south from there.
Gotcha.
So I hope I'm not inconveniencing you. This is kind of selfish on my
Oh,
part.
not at all. Having somebody to shoot the breeze with on my bike is incredibly pleasant. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, we got very little traffic. I think we got a car coming up behind us now. I'll put my flashers on. Let's see what he does. I've had some close calls on this place.
You have?
Yeah, because I'm always going underneath the street, always. So you can see I got these flags on my backpack, and I got extra flags on my bike here.
Gotcha.
I guess people could say because I'm old, I drive real slow, but I've always been like laid back.
I mean, sometimes you're just trying to relax. Other people, sometimes they're really trying to speed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I've had a couple close calls, but most of them were because they're just kids driving their parents' cars, going way too fast and not paying attention.
Yeah, I think you probably already realized people get into a state of reverie where they actually don't see what's in front of them. They're so deep in thought, they won't see your bicycle.
Yeah.
I've seen that in my rearview mirror. I said, now is this guy gonna, move over?
Yeah, I thought about getting a rear view mirror from my left side for right here, because they have some for bicycles. But there's no bike shops in here to be able to put one on right now, so when I get to Pueblo, Colorado, I'll probably see if I can find one, because I think it would just be a real nice to have, because sometimes they just kind of throw my shoulder back and be like, what's going on back there? Because you can hear them. At least for me, I can always hear them coming.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. These mirrors on my bike right now, they used to be underneath my bars. Up until last night, I moved them up on top like this.
Oh.
And I can see a lot better.
Gotcha.
My brother, who kind of introduced me to motorcycles when we were both young, he asked me why I had my mirrors underneath these ape hangers here. And I said, well, I just like the style, He said, well, you're going to see a lot better if you put them up top. So that's what I did this recently. I'd recommend you get a mirror.
I'll definitely look into it. So you and your brother both normally ride together when you can?
No, and I'll tell you why. He's a speedster.
Ah.
He's 3 years older than me. He's 78, 79, something like that. And he goes 10 miles, 5 miles over the limit all the time. And I'm going under the limit because I'm kind of rubbernecking the landscape. I see a lot of wildlife.
Gotcha.
Raccoons and so forth.
Oh, is that what you're turning?
No, there's going to be a paved road.
Gotcha. Can this thing ride dirt?
This one does not do so good. I've had other motorcycles that were smaller and had knobby tires on them.
So you're the relaxed brother, and big brother is the speedster, eh?
Yeah, it's what's it called? It's your circadian rhythm or something. Isn't there some kind of psychological term for it?
I've heard the term circadian rhythm before, but it's when I've only heard it in reference to airplanes for airplane pilots. When you
Circadian.
you get it's like when you get tired in relation to the sun. It's from my understanding.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody's different, I've got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. What do you got?
I'm an only child.
Only child. Okay.
But I do have 2 stepsisters, and they're nephews. I try to look out for them every now and then, because you know how moms never want to see their kids get hurt.
Yeah.
And he kind of wants to go out and do a bunch of sports, and so he did tackle football and broke his ankle. And it heals because he's young, so it heals up. But mom was like, after you broke your ankle, I don't really want to see you go back. And he's like, I want to go back and do a whole season, And so it's just that kind of battle between son and mother where I kind of like, all right, but what if, you know, what if we do hockey? You know, over in Virginia they have real close, they have hockey. It's not tackle football, you know, because he still wants to do contact like sports.
Sounds to me like hockey would be in that contact arena there, you know. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and we used to freeze our backyards with the garden hose for skating.
That sounds hilarious.
It's that cold in Maryland, but...
Not now. When I grew up, we had some winters, so we probably, well, the pipes would freeze over for us, but we might have been able to make that happen.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan, they definitely get some winter for 3 months out of the year. Look what we got up ahead.
Whoa, that's a lot of hay bales.
Oh, those are bales. Okay, filling the trailer to the max.
So how'd you end up getting from Detroit, Michigan down here?
Well, I wanted to see the world, so after I graduated from junior college, I just started traveling in a station wagon. I went out to Seattle and Vancouver, BC. Went down to Florida. I went up the upper peninsula of Michigan, and I took a canoe up there with me. I took a canoe down to Florida Keys.
Were you in the Boy Scouts, or just canoes were something you happened upon?
Well, that was my deal. I had a bicycle in the back of the station wagon, canoe on top, and like I said, I just wanted to see the world, see America.
Gotcha.
So I did that for a couple years, and so your question was, how did I get to Kansas?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I lived in Bend, Oregon for 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
I lived in Florida for 3 or 4 years and doing carpenter work.
Gotcha.
And I was living in a trailer park in Dallas, Texas, working construction, and a trailer moved in beside me, and he was working in Dallas, and he was originally from Kansas, and he asked me if I could help transport some of his, he had a car, a truck, and a trailer. He asked me if I could drive his Pontiac Fiero car.
Ooh, that sounds like a sports car to me.
Sports car from Dallas to Kansas. He was just trying to get all of his belongings. And so when I did that, he lived right in this region of the country.
Gotcha.
And I said, well, I'm moving up here, not necessarily to be around him because he was getting married. So that's what I did. We got all his stuff moved, and then we got all my stuff moved, and I bought a small house up here. And so that's a long story on how I ended up in this area right here. So I've been here 28 years, something like that.
Man, so you ended up being here ever since, eh?
Yeah, I've lived here longer than anywhere else, and I'm happy enough with it. I've got grandchildren 300 miles north of here, and so I spend a lot of time up in central Nebraska.
Okay.
I mean, I've spent 9 months out of the year up there. I've got a small house up there too.
Spoiling the grandkids?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, you bet. I'm loving it. I feel real lucky to spend so much time with them. They're all in their teenage years right now. There's 4 of them. These are my daughter's 4 kids, and they're farmers. They grow corn up there.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking around here, and I'm hoping I didn't miss my turn because there's another sand road up here. Well, anyways, eventually I'll probably move to Nebraska, but I'm lucky.
But not yet.
Yeah, I feel fortunate that I got good enough health to do this every day, ride a motorcycle every day, and I'm not too sickly for being an old person.
All right. Well, is this your turn?
No, because look, it's sand and gravel again.
Ah, you're right. I'm glad it's not. But whenever your turn does come, I would like to shake your hand.
Yeah, okay. Do a fist bump and check this field out here. Have you seen any of these fields?
I did. Kansas is the first place on my trip where I saw sunflower fields.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they could get as big as this. The first one when I came in here, they were kind of bigger than some of the biggest corn stalks. They're humongous.
I guess they use these for bird seed and also for human food, sunflower seeds.
My older cousin used to always get sun-made sunflower seeds from the store, the gas station, whenever I saw them.
Yeah, heck yeah,
I like them. I just hate having to open them.
Yeah, well, you gotta get like that 12-ounce jar where it's just salted and oiled seeds, you know.
Oh my God, that's a thing? All right, I'm gonna look for that. I've never seen just a jar of open salted oil sunflower seeds. That sounds delicious.
Okay, we got somebody behind us. I put my emergencies on. They slowed way down. That's good.
Oh man. But yeah, I try to keep some salted mixed nuts on me all the time because I love peanuts and almonds and pistachios and walnuts. My grandfather used to always have kind of one of those big nut crackers to crack open the walnuts with back at home. And my grandmother would always get she'd be sick of us because we would have kind of peanut shells and everything would be all over the table.
Heck yeah, it's supposed to be health food. I met a guy in his 90s once. He was like 93 years old, and you could tell he was really in good health. And so I asked him, hey, what's your secret? He said, well, he eats cream of wheat every morning. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's something like oatmeal, but it's called cream of wheat.
I've seen cream of wheat.
And he said every morning that's part of his regimen.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm thinking this is going to be my paved road up here because this house that's on your side of the road, it's kind of an old-timey house. This is my second house as we drive by. And there's kind of like a landmark on that hill over there, a couple of crosses. There was a plane crash, a small Piper Cub or something. A small plane crash happened here.
Oh.
So I kind of think of that every time I come to this intersection. The plane crash happened maybe 3 years ago. I did not see the wreckage. I just kind of heard about it on the news.
Shoot, I might have heard about it on the news now that I think about it. In Kansas?
Yeah, it happened again. But the crash was years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Which is kind of too bad. I personally get sick when I'm in a small airplane. I don't know if you've ever done any flying.
I think the first 5-ish plane rides I ever rode on.
Motion sickness?
I definitely got a little queasy, yeah. But ever since then, I think I've been generally okay. I think my first helicopter ride, I definitely, you know, he did a little woo to the right and a little woo to the left. And you can kind of feel your guts kind of move in that direction.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of gets me.
Well, I'm wondering if were you ever in the military? I've never been in the military myself. How about yourself?
I've never been in the military, but I was enrolled in a program called the Young Marines. I was a Young Marine of Central Maryland.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like a little ROTC program that I believe starts at age 13. It might start a little younger now. And I was there until I graduated at 17 as a Lance Corporal.
Yeah,
But when you graduate at a certain rank in the Young Marines, you're allowed to enlist in the Marines if you want to as an E1, or excuse me, as an E2. instead of an E1, so you get to enlist at one rank higher. I did not end up enlisting, but that program really influenced my person today, in my opinion. It was
it formed your personhood, I think is what you're saying.
I will never forget First Sergeant Price Butler. She served 2 tours in Iraq, 1 tour in Afghanistan. One was in between the time where she was teaching us.
Okay, who was this?
First Sergeant Vivian Price Butler. Amazing woman. No, that was my First Sergeant Vivian Price Butler was a first sergeant in the United States Marine Corps, but she also was the instructor for our Young Marines program. She's an amazing woman.
Yeah. I think military service is there's just a lot of opportunity in life. You know, if you stay in there for 20 years, heck, you get a whatever it's called.
Pension?
Pension, yeah, you get a pension. And plus you pick up skills, a trade,
They
an
also-
electrician, whatever you want to do.
They pay for your college sometimes too.
Pay for your college.
But the thing I'm most proud of from being a part of the Young Marines is during the 20th anniversary Pearl Harbor Memorial Day Parade in Honolulu, Hawaii, one chapter of the Young Marines from each state in America was flown out to Hawaii to represent for Pearl Harbor. I did go. I was the
Hawaii. Okay, there you go.
I held my duty was to hold the flag for the march for the for Maryland for like, I think it was like 3.5 hours as you march throughout the city, and you cannot let that flag move an inch that entire time.
Man, you gotta be disciplined. I took one of my motorcycles into the Air Force Academy there in Colorado, and the Marines do the security on the Air Force Academy, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go in through the gate, they take your driver's license and keep it. They give you a yellow vest. Let's pull over here so you can run down, turn left.
Okay.
We got a little bit of traffic. So Marines do more than just go out and kill people. They do security and stuff. Looks like this truck is turning. Let's let him do his thing.
Gotcha.
Check out this house in front of us. You could tell it's been here 100 years maybe.
It's in pristine condition.
Okay, anyway, I gotta try to remember your name now. My name's Bruce.
Bruce. My name's
Robert.
You got me.
Robert.
Bruce.
All right, hey, thanks for introducing yourself and letting me, bend your ear for a little bit.
Thanks for coming to talk.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna turn down the other way I'm facing, and we'll see you around. Have a
Take
good
care. Woo. Woo. Bruce. Woohoo! See you, Bruce. Oh man, what a cool guy. Tales of the Trail, Bruce.